Hi, my name is Curtis Graves. The nonfiction book I selected to read was Dodge City by Mark Braun. For my project, I made a poster containing 5 groups of items that are significant to the book. The book takes place in a western town called Dodge City. The town is in Kansas. It is primarily populated by cowboys, ranchers, and farmers and their families. It is a growing community that is divided between the upstanding residents of the town and then the saloons and whorehouses that operate on the other side of the railroad tracks. Many upstanding citizens have issues with the questionable activity that goes on the other side of the railroad tracks, such as drinking and gambling. The main character in the book is Harry Dryden. He's a lawyer and believes in justice for all in the courtroom. He often represents the underdog, usually the criminal, and finds clever ways to question people on his stand and convince the jury his clients are innocent. He is well known for his work as a defense attorney and is proud of his successful record. The first group of items that are significant to the book are the sheriff's badge and the handcuffs. These items play an important role in the book as sheriffs and the law enforcement members, including the Masterson brothers and Wyatt Earp, keep the peace in the town. There are multiple arrests of cowboys that are committing crimes throughout the town. Criminals are taken to jail and awaiting hearing by the town judge, Judge Strange. The next group of items that are significant to the book are a gun and a cowboy on a horse. Most citizens in the town carry a gun, and most crimes committed throughout the book are murders using a gun. The majority of the murders are committed by male cowboys who are herding cattle on horseback from Texas to Kansas and are passing through Dodge City. The third group of items that are significant in the story are some playing cards and poker chips. The men of the town regularly participate in poker games in saloons on the other side of the railroad tracks. This is both an activity for entertainment and bonding. They often go way into the morning hours playing cards and beating their hard-earned money. Some of the men are considered professional poker players. At one point in the novel, a murder even takes place in one of the saloons right in front of the men playing poker. Some of the gentlemen are called as witnesses when the murder trial is held to testify about exactly what took place that evening. The next group of items that are significant to the book are the saloons and the bottle of whiskey. The cowboys traveling through the town work hard at their jobs. Cattle herding is hard work and they are always on the move. They work seasonally so they earn as much money as they can while herding isn't season, then earn very good money and freely spend it in Dodge City. The problem is that they spend it on alcohol, which also leads to them committing acts of crime. Alcohol distorts their good judgment, often leading to crime. One cowboy shot the oil lamp burning on the caboose of a resting train, causing a huge explosion and killing the train engineer sleeping inside. Another cowboy was mistreating his horse, causing a woman to chasing him into the streets, beating her cowboy over the head with a pot for all to see. Lack of good judgment always landed the cowboys in jail. And then the final group of items that are most significant to the nonfiction novel are the scales and justice and the gavel with law books. These items represent the justice system, which the main character, Harry Dryden, is a strong believer in. He believes that justice in the courtroom is essential, and he always wants to make sure that people who are accused of a crime get their fair trial. Even when the criminal is someone who has been accused of murdering a friend of Harry's, he still approaches the accused with calmness and expertise in the courtroom. He feels it is his moral duty to represent these people and is almost always successful in getting the accused a non-guilty verdict. The book has numerous trials in it that range from murder to divorce, and Harry always represents the underdog and always comes through for them. He is despised by the prosecuting attorney, Mike Sutton, who is jealous of Harry's courtroom skills and demeanor. Overall, I enjoyed reading this book. It was actually kind of like several mini-stories within one book, as there was a bunch of different trials going on throughout it. I like the Western setting and the politics in it with all the courtrooms. I would enjoy reading another book by this author in the future for sure.